shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
Hey, it's me. Welcome to Trump Mafia, the Truth Syndicate. Now, people are always asking me, what do you think about Q-ANON? Of course, it's a bunch of BS and infotainment, meaning, people just say whatever. Whatever gets the clicks and, the latest story or fairy tale. But now they're even attacking Mike Pence, saying he's a pedophile and all of that, and it's pathetic. So it's like Steve Bannon, except it's 100 times worse because it's anonymous. We cannot target whoever that QAnon is. I happen to think it's some kind of an associate of Julian Assange. We're not talking about an American entity because it's a typical anti-CIA, anti-Zionist, anti-establishment, and un-American crap that you always see. Now, Steve Bannon was one of the sewer pipes, pretending to be for Trump, but then spreading all kinds of poison through his sewer pipe. Well, QAnon is the same, but as I mentioned, I don't think this is an American entity. Like the idiotic story of Marines attacking the CIA at Langley. I mean, only non-Americans that have no idea about the Marines at all would come up with something stupid like that. And it's online, so many people, from the Middle East or Muslims in Europe, they love that QAnon stuff because they really hate the USA. And QAnon is a way to hate on the USA. That's all it is. And believing a bunch of fairy tales. And like Steve Bannon, trying somehow to ride a Trump wave in some way. And it's sad. People are promoting that QAnon crap. But I'm here to say that I will not. And people that support QAnon, to me, it's the same as supporting Steve Bannon or supporting any other traitor that is attacking the Trump administration. Because like it or not, the CIA is part of the Trump administration now. It's not Obama's thing anymore. And the U.S. Marines are not a bunch of mercenaries that just go out and attack various government institutions. I mean, whoever would believe such a thing cannot be American. Or at least doesn't understand the U.S. military or the chain of command. But just the fact of it, if this really happened, wouldn't it be on every single network? Yes, of course it would be. But, online people can believe what they want. It's like ancient aliens, right? Maybe Trump is an ancient alien. And that's fine. You always have people believing what they want to believe, and that's fine. But when you start attacking Mike Pence, and it's just like Steve Bannon, attacking every single person that works for the Trump administration, it might as well be a Democrat op to divide the Trump nation, to make Trump supporters doubt President Trump, whatever it is, just like with Steve Bannon. It's not pro-Trump. And QAnon especially is un-American. You cannot be a patriot and support anything QAnon. But I do see on YouTube that gets a lot of views, just like liberal videos saying that President Trump is insane, gets a lot of views. In general, YouTube is pretty far left-wing. And when you're talking about libertarians that hate the CIA and, basically they hate Trump, it's also pretty left-wing. It's all anti-war, anti-CIA, anti-Zionist, and, the typical. And it's always there. It's kind of like a strain, like herpes. It just doesn't go away. It's always there in every election. And no matter who is the president, it's always there. But, you know, when they're attacking the Trump administration, for the first time we have a president who's not a puppet, to still see this crap out there and people supporting it. It's disgusting. Now, I'm going to be very clear. Trump Mafia exists to support President Trump and the administration, and before that, of course, candidate Donald Trump. And we're not about pushing conspiracy theories or, you know, all that anti-US crap. And my patience ran out. I mean, I'm not going to appeal to QAnon stuff like InfoWars is, because it gets a lot of views. It's un-American crap. And real patriots would not be supporting QAnon at all. Zero. But you have a lot of fake patriots out there and fake Trump supporters. Now, with that Steve Bannon thing, my patience kind of ran out. I know I have a lot of people coming back after 6 months saying, "Oh, you were right," but that doesn't help me. You know, you've been unsubbing, taking out funds from Patreon and giving your funds to un-American entities and people like Steve Bannon and his cohorts. So you don't have to be a genius, and you don't have to believe me to know that Steve Bannon was against Trump. I mean, he was attacking his daughter every single day for a year, and you never thought this guy may be a traitor. And the leaking stopped when he left the White House, and then you don't have an inkling. I mean, you don't have to believe me. I mean, you could have seen it by yourself. You should have known by yourself. If this guy's attacking every single member of the Trump administration, then how can you be in favor of the Trump administration? Doesn't make any sense. And so it's not about me, so nobody has to come back to me and say, "You were right." People could have found out by themselves by using common sense for even 30 seconds, and they would have realized Steve Bannon was a traitor. And that goes for all of them that are now saying, "Oh, it's outrageous what Steve Bannon did." You know, InfoWars people saying, "Oh, I can't believe there was this treachery." But they knew. For almost a year they knew. And I think even Rush Limbaugh said it. Everybody knew that Steve Bannon was leaking and damaging the Trump administration from within. So if you knew, then you don't have to act like you're outraged. It's just like those people in Hollywood. They all knew about Harvey Weinstein. And they still supported him. All of you knew about Steve Bannon. You still supported Steve Bannon. And then now it's like, "Oh, I cannot believe he was like that. I can't believe he's a traitor. And you were right. Oh, Trump Mafia, you were right." But everybody knew and still supported Steve Bannon. And right now, everybody knows QAnon is some un-American crap and fairy tales. And it's not just hurting the Trump administration in a small way, but it's making Trump supporters look like a bunch of un-American goons online that will say anything, believe anything, and make the Marines look like a bunch of mercenaries, and Mike Pence is a pedophile. I mean, what is this? So again, I don't want to see people come up to me 6 months from now, "You were right about QAnon," when more crap will come out that's even more outrageous. You know, the next thing will be, "Trump is a pedophile," or "Trump is a Zionist traitor," or whatnot. It's all a bunch of crap. So let me be clear. Trump Mafia is about supporting the president 100% and the Trump Nation. We're not about Steve Bannon or some of these right media punks or InfoWars or QAnon. All of that crap. It's online bullshit. That's all it is.
All right.